Hello again, and welcome to the last part of the fort build series. I ended up doing a whole lot of it off camera. I'm still trying to figure this whole YouTube thing out. But anyway, let's do a walkthrough of the finished product. So let's take our portal. First thing off, I've moved the portal inside the fort and renamed it since it's no longer just to the side. It now goes to the fort. So you can see the fort is completed now. There's that entire central structure I was working on last time. I closed the gate, as we talked about, put a couple windows in it, and I rotated the logs so that it looks more like a bar across the gate holding it shut. And there's that from the outside. I think I vastly prefer the way this looks to the way it looked before. I've also closed up all of these exterior holes that were there, and all the doorways that were formerly, there was a doorway here, that were formerly opened to the outside. So our fort is something approaching impregnable now. It's only got these 2 points, these 2 entrances. All of the forts now are more or less identical. They have a door on each side, on each interior wall, and all the walkways are accessible now, so we can, if you remember from last time, we couldn't get out onto this walkway at all from either side. So I've installed doors and now can do that. I put steps next to each of these big ledges so that we can just run or walk across the place now and not have to. Is that, I'm missing a block there? Well, that's just weird. Why is that? Let's just fix that. I don't know why that would be. That's very strange. Oh, see? Now it's at a right angle to the other one, so let's see if we can fix that. There we go. There we go. So that's one of the cool things about Creativerse is you can rotate blocks. Is this missing too? Did someone get in here and start goofing around with stuff, or did I just not notice this before? That's very strange. Well, we'll go around the perimeter and see if I've done that everywhere. That's, I don't know how I wouldn't have noticed that. See, it's not like that here. I don't know. I don't know what I did there. Oh, I forgot to put steps here. What was I thinking? No. So I'm going to need 6 more for that. What? I was going to show you all the finished product, but it's not even finished. I don't have the parts to make more steps. So you'll just have to imagine that I put the steps in like I said I was going to. I did put them elsewhere in the build, just apparently not up there. I got all of these steps put in. This is, again, that central structure with the big stairway that goes up and to the other walkway, this walkway here, the large central one, so you can see my other 2 builds off in the distance there, the Cragwood Keep and the Iron Bunker. And then there was one other little change I made down here. When we were building last time, this pole was just suspended over midair for some reason. I don't know why that was. It looked really weird to me, so I put that block underneath it, and I think it looks a little more put together now. Plus, I fleshed out these stairways with a few more blocks. It had just been just a stairway, a stair block, and then a wood block, and then these 3 were empty, and I thought that looked a little weird, so I kind of filled them out. Oh, and you can see I left those rotated the wrong way. So they are. Let me fix those really quick. I think it's kind of a cool thing that you can do in Creativerse is rotate blocks. I think that's kind of a neat thing to be able to do. Okay, turn off the rotation. See, I remembered all the steps here. I must have just completely spaced the ones up there. At any rate, so this is the fort now. We've got the towers are all symmetrical. You can get in and out on both sides. All the walkways are accessible. We've got it well lit with the lanterns. We closed both the front gate here and the back gate, which is back here. There we go. And I made them look the same with the off-center door and the 2 windows and the big lantern. Or oil lamp, excuse me. The only thing I haven't done is knock these mountains down. That honestly is probably not going to happen anytime soon. It's a thing I want to do. It's kind of on my backlog but it's not going to get done right away, I don't think. One of the reasons I want to knock it down is you see these big, it just looks artificial with these big cutouts there. Also, in terms of a fortification, you kind of don't want anybody getting the high ground on you. Like, if they could stand on a hill right next to your fort that's as tall as your walls, that's probably not a good thing. So these ought to get trimmed down a little bit. We've got these nice impregnable walls on the side here. Oh look, cabbages. Let's just harvest those. Thank you very much. Oh, and there's a cornerstone. Let's go ahead and just pick that up and put a grass block down where that had been. And okay, we're gonna call that good. I do wish I had actually finished, placed the last block on camera, because there was a fireworks display when it happened. I don't remember that from completing my other builds, but maybe I just didn't notice. So I'll try to capture that when we go to work on the wishing well next. I don't think there's anything more to show. Let's go look inside this center thing. Oh, I sort of said something last time about this not having a ceiling, and maybe it being kind of like a murder box thing, where maybe attackers would come in through this door and then could get assaulted by archers up there. But it's got a ceiling, so that's not a thing that's ever going to happen in my fantasy version of this tower's use. I still don't know what to do with this. It's just kind of this weird void. Maybe I could just fill it in with wood and call it a day. I don't know. I was going to put the teleporter in there, but teleporters are a little weird when they're just boxed in. I prefer it to be in an open area like that. So anyway, that's the fort. I think it turned out pretty well. I like this build a lot. Oh, you know what? Let's check one thing. The last time I recorded, I kind of wondered aloud, but did not check if this was the largest build I'd ever done in terms of the number of blocks it takes. So let's just double check that now. We'll go to the Blueprints tab. I have built the Iron Bunker, which is 617 blocks. The Cragwood Keep, which is 3,550 blocks. And now the fort, which is, of course, almost 14,000 blocks. So, yeah, that's easily the biggest one I've built. I've messed around with the treehouse. That's only 8,000. We're going to do the Wishing Well. That's only 710. On another server, I did the Garden Estate, which is 2,000. So, yeah, that's easily the biggest one for me to date. Yeah, it was a really good build. I like it a lot. I think it's a pretty good design. There were some weird things, as you saw. Wow, the floor plan looks pretty cool from up here with the central tower area and then the arching walkways and everything. Anyway, so we've addressed the things that I thought were weird with the Winchester Mystery House doorways and the inaccessible walkways, and I hope you liked it. It was a lot of fun to build, and I look forward to building more things. So thanks very much for stopping by, and have a great day.